Hello, YouTube. I just gotta say, Nashville? What the hell? Load I'm on right now has me driving late night, early morning, because that's when I get hours back, and stopping during the day. So I'm coming down I-65 into the Nashville area. And I'm not sure where the Nashville town line is or whatever, but that whole area is Nashville to me. And one of the great things about driving in the middle of the night is that there's very little, usually very little traffic. You just breeze on through everything. Construction isn't such a big deal. There's not a lot of people out on the road. But what the hell, Nashville? At 5:30, there were 6 fucking lanes shoulder to shoulder and bumper to bumper. What the fuck? Why the hell y'all up so early? God, that was a nightmare. And then there's this TA just on the east side of Nashville. Again, I generalize. I don't know where the city limits are, but that whole metropolitan area-ish is Nashville to most drivers. Pulled off, got fuel, because that's where Swift told me to get fuel. Coming back out to the interstate, though, man, that thing was more rutted than country roads I've seen back home. I mean, seriously, it was like a W. You got construction everywhere, but that you can't fix? What the hell? Anyways, I'm gonna Flying J right now. Shut down for the day because I only have an hour left of drive time. Come midnight Central Time, my home terminal is Central Time. Come midnight Central Time, I will get an additional 9 hours and 38 minutes. So if I take off at midnight local time, which is 11 p.m. Central, I'm in Eastern Time. If I take off at 11, use that last hour, pick up the other 9, I get down to Florida and the Walmart I need, or Walmart distribution center, apologize, that I need to get to. This fucking fly, where the fuck did you even come from? How can I kill you? Anyway. Walmart, yeah, distribution facility or center, whatever, that I'm headed to in, I think it's in the Panhandle of Florida. I'm in Georgia now, just about an hour and a half north of Atlanta. Hold on, I can find out.
Home. Messaging.
398 miles to go, according to my Qualcomm. Okay, my hand's apparently shaking, so I can't hold it too steady. Anyways, yeah, 398 miles to go, according to my Qualcomm, on a 600-mile load, so that's pretty decent miles. Don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. They haven't stacked up any loads on me since I went home. I'm not 100% sure anymore that I pissed off a planner, because, for example, right now I've got an hour and 16 minutes left total driving time. I've got time on my 11-hour clock, I've got time on my 14-hour clock, I've got time on my 8-hour clock. But my 70-hour, 70 hours and 8 days is the limit that the federal government put on us. That clock, I'm down to an hour and 16 minutes. What are you going to do? Fuck the government, they don't want us to make money. I don't know. I go back and forth on the 70-hour clock, whether it's useful or not. It keeps the companies from running you too hard, but then there's times when you want to run hard and you can't, and it's just... I mean, with the 11 and the 14 and the 8, do we really need the 70? With the 70, do we need the 11 and the 14 and the 8? I mean, there's just too damn many clocks to keep track of. 4 fucking clocks I have to keep track of the hours on each to figure out when I can and can't drive. Seriously, why all that bullshit? Oh, 76,000 pounds today. That's probably why the bullshit. People hear that number and they're like, oh my God, you're going to kill somebody. No, if I wanted to kill somebody, I could do it with 10,000 pounds. If I wanted to... You don't need a fully loaded semi to kill people. You don't even need a semi to kill people. You can do it with cars. I mean, as a percentage of, the population compared to how much they drive, cars are much more likely to cause an accident than a semi is. If you look at a car, your average car might put 12,000 miles on a year. That's what your average middle class person is supposedly driving, is 12,000 miles a year. A semi will do 10 times that and get less than a tenth of the wrecks. But you got to be worried about the tired drivers. And these clocks aren't really going to stop tired drivers from driving tired. Just because you're stopped doesn't mean you're resting. I mean, the areas like New York that prohibit trucks from idling ever. So in the summer, the drivers are sweltering and sweating and not resting well. In the winter, drivers are freezing their fucking nuts off and shivering and not resting well. But the EPA determines that they can't idle their truck to stay comfortable. That causes more driver fatigue than driving 10 hours. But seriously, Nashville? Get some fucking sleep. Leave them early ass morning hours to us so we can get through there without getting tied up in all the fucking traffic. I mean, seriously, Nashville? Mad respect for working, or I'm assuming these are people going to work. That's usually what you see at 5:30 in the morning. Just not 6 fucking lanes bumper to bumper, shoulder to shoulder. That you don't see in Chicago, in New York, in Atlanta. No. But Nashville, that's what you see in Nashville. All right, YouTube. I'll talk to you later. I might do another video later. I don't know. Tell me what you guys want me to talk about.